Today I'm going to be talking about the two different brake systems that you have in your cars and some of the components that control it. Okay, so what I have here, we're going to talk about the ABS system. The ABS system is a very sophisticated system that is work with the computer, the module, the sensor and the bearings. Because there's different type of sensor. You have a sensor that you can remove it and to replace the next one. And if, for example, if a sensor in this one it comes with a hub, you will have to change the whole bearing if there's a defect in the ABS system. Okay, so what I have here now, how the system work. This is what we call a master cylinder. Okay, on a regular braking system, all you have is a master cylinder, and you have a reservoir that be on top here, and you have pipes that go directly to each of your cylinder and the caliper. Depends on your car if you have a cylinder in the back or you have caliper in the back, but you always have a caliper in the front. Okay, so when you mash your brake pedal, this is connected to your booster. So when you mash your brake pedal, it go to a booster with a vacuum on the car, and when you press this, the reservoir, you have oil in here that send the pressure to each wheel. The caliper, it go to a separator that's go to each individual wheel, or some of them go direct to each wheel. Okay, so this is what you call a master cylinder. Okay, in an ABS system, which you have a computer. Okay, computer that's supposed to give reading to the module, and give the module, tell the module what speed your wheel is going at, because that's why you have the sensor on each wheel. So each wheel on your car, when you have an ABS system, have a sensor in it, and it's come in different types. It can come in a hub system, complete, like this. So if you have a problem with your ABS, in this system here, you have to change the whole wheel bearing. Okay, and you have some sensor that you could just take it out like this one. If there's a problem with the sensor, you can remove it and can replace it, because this one is running on your axle, and your axle has some teeth that which give a signal to the ABS sensor, and this in turn send a signal back to your module, and this send a signal to your computer, so they know which wheel is need to be giving more brake or give less brake. For example, ABS system is good for when you're taking sharp turns, because when you're taking sharp turns, the inside wheel is going slower than the wheel outside. So in that way, the ABS system can balance the braking even, send the pressure to which wheel is going faster and less pressure to the wheel that going slower. That way you wouldn't have a spin out. That's the best thing about the ABS system. Okay, so what you have in here, you have a lot of solenoid inside here. So each one have a solenoid valve that control the pressure that goes to each wheel. So the sensor, basically what the sensor is doing, the sensor is calculating the speed of each wheel, or your RPM. Okay, and that signal from the sensor is going to enter into the module, and then it's going to be controlling back to the computer. Okay, so the computer, they know what speed each wheel is doing, or what RPM each wheel is doing, and they know when to give less pressure or more pressure, so you can have an even braking, so your car is not going to spin out. Okay, so how this work, this is your master cylinder here. Okay, you have a reservoir here with brake fluid all the time, as always there. Okay, so you have a line from this master go direct to your ABS module. Okay, which controlled by the computer. Okay, and which have some solenoid inside of here, in this module. So the two lines gonna come here, and the line for each four wheel is coming out of your module. So the solenoid know which or when to release the pressure, so each wheel can have different braking or different pressure at different times or when it's needed, especially in slippy condition. So that's why you have to be careful sometimes when you see your ABS light is on. It mightn't active, but some car, when that light is on, this could be very dangerous because sometimes when you step on your brake, the brake could be doing something and your car you could lose control. Some car doesn't, you could leave it on, it doesn't have a problem, but different manufacturer, different problem. Your brake could be grating, like making noise. And one thing when the ABS light is on, is could put on your handbrake lights sometime, and you could put on your slip. If it's a 4x4, you could put on your slip. Okay? Or you have a traction control, or it depends on the car you have. Okay? So it's very important that you service your ABS brake system and make sure they're working properly. ABS, when you mash your brakes, okay, you keep your foot on the brake pedal. Because what happened, you might have some sound, some grating sound, grinding sound. Don't worry about that. You just have to stay on the brake pedal. And what happened there is the computer is calculating how much pressure to give to each individual wheel, or it depends on the situation. In a wet situation or an icy road, it's brake, you will have your system is gonna make this kind of noise, but there's nothing wrong with the system, that's normal. Or it can make you that noise, depends how fast you go and how fast you wanna brake. So that could cause that grating sound, like like you feel something is grating under your foot, but that's normal with the ABS systems. Some systems don't do that, you wouldn't feel anything, but some system you will hear that, especially in a slippery condition or in a rainy situation, depends on the road, how slippery the road is. Okay, so these are the components that you're gonna find in most ABS brakes. And some other manufacturer, like Ford example, they have it on the bearing itself has the magnet, which is gonna be read from the sensor. So basically the magnet have one little groove. So every one it passes, you have a signal. Then when you go in between the two, there's no signal. And when you go there, you get a next signal. So it's like this. You have a signal, no signal in between here. And when you go there, so that's how it's read. And this signal is being sent back to the computer. Okay. So whatever your wheel is doing, is get back the signal here, and the computer take over the braking, and which make it a very easy system. Okay. And the regular conventional brake is a good brake we've been using for years. There's no problem with that, because that system you only use, like I say, a master cylinder, and you use what you call a brake splitter that goes direct to your caliper. And but what happened with this here, you don't have even braking. And you will find with this system, you find your brake is gonna be, the front one gonna wear out 2 or 3 times before you change the back one, because the front always brake more than the back because of the weight and the pressure. So that is the system the difference between the two systems. Okay, but they all work fine. But this system here does not give you an even braking wrong turn. It's just locked up all the wheel at the same time, and you could get a slip out. Okay, a car could slide. That's why a lot of people, you could lose control. Like for example, in icy weather, you're taking a turn and you don't have an ABS. That's where ABS come in handy. And with this regular braking system, it's lock up all your wheels. So you have no control of any wheel that is going slow or going fast. Alright? And then with the force of the car, you're gonna slide. And what's happening, you can have a spin out, and you could end up in the ditch. That's why you see most people in the ditch. But it doesn't matter if you have ABS or you have regular brake. You just have to use common sense when driving. Okay, because some people think when they brake or have ABS or they have good tire, they could drive how they want. No, you just have to use common sense driving and common sense how you apply your brakes. You don't want to jam them up too much. Okay, so that is the two brakes that they have. So you can subscribe to my channel and look for more interesting video and like. Okay, peace out.